Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Monday. We're still in the bear market, guys. Still in a bear market. And Dogecoin is pretty much going sideways. Some ups and some downs. We'll talk about that. Look at the charts. Also, overall crypto news. Yeah, not so great stuff going on. Again, bear market. We're still there. Summer doldrums on top of that. Everybody kind of waiting for the fall when everybody is done with their vacations and gets back into the swing of things. So there's a lot of that too. Then I got some thoughts on BitBoy Crypto. We'll cover that in a little bit as well. So how's everyone doing? I will jump down into the corner here and get the charts nice and big. So I was on late Friday night. For those of you who don't know, I do live streams Monday and Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern time, United States time. And then on Fridays, I do late night. And this is where Dogecoin was trading while we were live, was up here. And it had kind of gone on this rise. And when it got to the point of the stream where it was time to buy more crypto into our Kriss DCA portfolio, I was like, I'm not going to buy here. I'm going to wait for the dip. I know when you DCA, you're supposed to like buy it at the same time, every day, whatever. But I'm a trader. And I was like, no, I'm not buying it up here. I'm expecting a retrace. And on Saturday morning, it was going down. And then I caught right there. So right in green there is where I picked up Doge. I was like, hey, I bought it at the bottom because the rest of the day it traded back up. And I was feeling pretty good about myself, right? Got that Doge at the dip. That was pretty good. And then Sunday night, it just dumped back down even lower. But that's how it goes. That's bear market, typical bear market trading stuff. And now we're up. We're up to 6.32. But I'm fully expecting this to come back down as well. Here's Bitcoin. Just 26,000 is just like a magnet right now for Bitcoin, as it has been since like the 18th of August back here. You can just see every time Bitcoin trades up above 26,000, it just comes down, and it trades below, it comes back up. And so that's how we've been for like almost 2 weeks now. Just that's pretty bad. A couple little blips in volume every now and then, but for the most part, it's just sideways, sideways trading. So the ongoing bear market. And how bad is the bear market? Well, according to Michael Van de Poppe, the longest bear market in the history of Bitcoin. It might feel like a ghost town in crypto. It might feel like there's not even going to be a bull cycle anymore. And I understand why those thoughts are there, but why? And so what we do in crypto is we go back and we look at history, and that is what Michael did. And he's got this chart from Glassnode. This is the price of Bitcoin you see here in gray. But in green, what you see is the year-over-year percentage. And so he was looking at, well, back in 2015, 2016, we had this period of about 380 days considered a bear market on the year-over-year. We sort of had two kind of bear markets there, 2019 and then sort of mid-2020, right before the bull run. I kind of look at this as maybe just being an extended bear, but we had this green up here, and according to him, wasn't. So, but now we've got 490 days, 490 days, cute. I mean, that is well over a year we have been in this bear market here, and it's just continuing and dragging on. And I know people are just sort of getting disillusioned about crypto, and this timing is not great. People's minds start thinking about bad stuff that could happen. You get news about like the SEC now going after NFTs as securities, which isn't great for crypto. Just ongoing things like that. Just, it would be great if we could just go right into the bull market and let's all be happy together and enjoying some gains, but that's not what's happening. And so it's dragging on, and it's going to continue to drag on, I think. which is why I just continue to accumulate. That's what I'm doing, just continuing to accumulate in this bear market. I believe in history. I believe in the 4-year cycles, and I think there's better times ahead. It's just not right now. It's just not right now. What could be the catalyst, though, particularly for Dogecoin and how Dogecoin can battle against the bear market? Well, we have Mr. Elon Musk. He could reportedly turn X, that's the X app, formerly known as Twitter, into a newfangled PayPal. What does this mean for Dogecoin? So this is from Charles Gasparino, who is a Fox Business News correspondent. And he says that Elon continues to have conversations with top Wall Street executives on the future of X. Seems to be settling, they tell me, on a newfangled payment system, an updated version of PayPal. And of course, Elon knows about PayPal because he used to run PayPal back before Tesla. It will offer low transactions costs as opposed to credit cards and monetize user info. I don't know what that means, monetize user info, but that's what Charles posted. And, you know, that makes sense. That's what we've been talking about with Elon ever since he bought Twitter back in last October, November timeframe. So why does this matter? Well, earlier Musk denied rumors that X would launch its own cryptocurrency. And so we know that Elon isn't interested in having an X app currency, its own currency. Instead, Musk has once again professed his support for Dogecoin. That's right, for Doge. And with that, us in the Dogecoin community are just waiting. We're just waiting to see that happen. Elon says things about Doge and then he follows up with it, such as using Dogecoin for rides in Tesla cars through the boring tunnels in Las Vegas, and buying merch on the Tesla merch store using Dogecoin. This, however, this would be even larger. It would be huge. And that's what a lot of us are waiting for. And it's going to take a little while. So what I'm doing, I'm just continuing to accumulate. We're doing it together in our portfolio. The portfolio that we share, that is this portfolio here, that now has $3,700 in it. I think I've already put in a little over 3,800, or just about, because we're about $400 down right now overall, about 10% down in the portfolio. And here's a makeup portfolio. Doge is now about 21.7%, XRP at 11%, Jasmy 8, Bitcoin 8, Algo 8, Litecoin 8, Sheeb 7.8, and then a few others. So that is the makeup of the portfolio. And I buy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm not going to buy right now during the stream because I think we're going to go down again. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, or overnight, because that's just how we're trading. So, but we're over a third of the way in our, sort of weekly dollar cost averaging in the portfolio. And if you guys are interested in being a part of this portfolio, all you have to do is join the channel. You join my YouTube channel, and you can do that by hitting the join button right here on my YouTube channel, and you can join up. And when joining the channel, you get these fun emojis, and I'll be adding more fun emojis you can use in the chat as we get more members signing up. So that is that on the portfolio. And from there, we're going to be riding it until the bull market comes. And when that comes, when we eventually sell out of that portfolio, half of the proceeds are going to you guys, those that have joined my channel. That is how it's going to work. those that have been members of my channel the longest will get a bigger percentage of the cut of the profits. So if you believe that we're going to have a bull market and we're going to see profits on this portfolio, of which I'm putting in $10,000, if it 3x's, that's 30,000. So $15,000 would then be divvied up amongst you guys. That's what we're doing. And that's how much I believe in the 4-year cycles, that we are still in a bear market, and good times are coming ahead. So that is what's going on. So, hey, Joshua, I'm George, said that Elon hasn't mentioned Dogecoin in a long time. Not sure what he's talking about. Yeah. So George, Cryptos R Us, he isn't up to speed all of the time on everything Dogecoin. And so he doesn't know sort of the daily goings on. And, this article did mention that, Musk had done this post about Doge being dog friendly, and Elon had tweeted X is a dog and Doge friendly place. So that is Elon's way, I think, of a wink and a nod toward, hey guys, I know I still have you guys in mind. We'll get there. That's what I think that is. So, but no, George isn't up to speed on all the goings on Dogecoin. He's mostly Bitcoin. He knows a lot about blockchain technology and cryptos and all of that, but he's just not on the Doge bandwagon. One guy that was getting on the Doge bandwagon, who was really supporting Doge, was Ben Armstrong. If you saw his videos from last week, Doge was one of his 3 top altcoins. First, it was his top 5 in a video that he had done in the beginning of the week. And then at the end of the week, he had done his top 3 altcoins, and Dogecoin was in there as well, because he believes in Elon and the X app and this coming Dogecoin run that's going to happen when that integration happens, however he does that. So Christopher asks what my thoughts are on Ben. So here's my take on BitBoy Crypto and Ben. Ben has done a lot of great things for the crypto community over the years. Some questionable things too. He had put that in the past. He was moving on. He was very positive moving forward for crypto. Wrote a good book for those who are interested in an introduction to crypto. I think it's a good book to read, Catching Up to Crypto. Talked a lot about the history. Got a few things wrong that I talked about on a couple live streams that I didn't completely agree with, but overall, very good book. So last night, there's this coup or something that happened, right? That with the BitBoy Crypto channel, and I guess it's a company, and this company apparently isn't solely owned by Ben. So he must have set up some kind of business arrangement with these others. And I always wondered, when Ben wasn't there in the studio, running around, like going to a conference in Dubai or up to New York, or chasing Sam Bankman-Fried down in the Bahamas, there was these group of guys that were just still doing those daily live streams for the BitBoy Crypto channel. And so I imagine that they were all employees of Ben's. I guess not. I guess there was some other arrangement made as a company, which meant that some of these other people actually had stake in the profit, stake being quote, in the profits of that company, that BitBoy Crypto company, more than just a salary. So I always wondered, like, some of these guys, maybe Ben's just paying them, a salary to be part of this overall thing, but apparently not. Apparently it's something more than that. Ben had set it up as some kind of company. So Don't know the inner workings of that. That eventually is going to play out. But when the BitBoy Crypto X app, Twitter channel came out and posted this, yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action removing Ben Armstrong from the company. So Hit Network seems to be some kind of company that runs the BitBoy Crypto channel, and it is owned by something called BJ Investment Holdings. So there was some other business arrangement going on there. So, okay, that's fine, right? Okay, there's some kind of disagreement with Ben, and a company can make that decision. But then they go on and say this difficult decision is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance abuse, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he has done to the employees of Hit Network and the BitBoy crypto community. This I totally disagree with. Keep that private. All you had to say was that first thing. You didn't have to go and say the second thing. It's a personal matter. Whether it's true or not, they seem to think it is, enough so that they posted it. But why put it out there like that? If that indeed is what's happening to Ben, Ben's going through a tough time, and he's got some things to work out. So treat it like that. That's how most companies would do something like this. Just treat it like that. That makes it personal. That's bad. And that doesn't help Ben either. So Ben's done a lot of great things for the crypto community. And I tuned in to the BitBoy Crypto. I actually watched it on replay later. Just the beginning, like 5 or 10 minutes, just to see what was going on. And they made this statement, and they just read it out and didn't really say anything else. But the chat was going wild. And of course, they wanted to know more. But as soon as DZ took over and just started going into the normal news and all that stuff, they didn't mention it again. And then at the end, so then I just fast forwarded to the last 5 or 10 minutes. And they touched on it, DZ just touched on it a little bit at the end. But the chat was going on. And most of the people in the chat were so upset. They were saying that they were going to unsubscribe, leave the channel, and they were going to look forward to Ben coming back. And however Ben comes back, they were pissed. If for the most part, that chat was just full of people who were very upset. And it'll be interesting to see what happens to the number of subscribers on that channel as the week goes forward. It'll also be interesting to see what Ben does, because he did tweet out on his Bencoin X statement. He made, well, let's see if I can find it even. And that was at Bencoin, right? Yeah, well, we'll see what happens to the actual Bencoin, right? We'll see what actually happens to that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Join Bencoin, it's called. Join Bencoin. Guess he couldn't get the actual Bencoin. So he's been reposting some other, like a Team Ben hashtag. And so Ben reposted that. But he said, this is Ben, TJ and Justin attempted a coup, just confirmed what's going around. It's true. So that's what Ben says. It's true. There's been a mutiny at BitBoy Crypto and Hit Network. It won't work. They have no leverage. Until they can clone me, I have nothing to worry about. So, you know, just an odd post from Ben. Some of which I think is true and was a good post, and some is like, yeah, I can see Ben being upset with what with what they're saying. We'll see how it plays out. Overall, it's one of those things. Again, it goes back to this bear market thing of us just can't wait for the bull market to come again and good times come. So stuff like this can just, because you get too many people around, and Ben was probably under a lot of stress. That's my guess. He was under a lot of stress. Financially, Ben Coin is not the greatest thing that he could have done. Because I do believe that there was some kind of financial arrangement between him and Ben.eth for him to take over that whole project. And since then, it's just tanked, as typical coins do, or tokens do. They'll go on this first run, go on some second run, and then we'll just slowly bleed out. That is a typical lifetime of an ERC20 or BSC token. And this is no different. It's just at the end here, it's now like really dumping because of this news about Ben. I think Ben's going to do everything he can to make this back. I think he's got a lot invested in this project, but he's underwater. He's probably underwater a lot, is my guess. And there was stress, I'm sure, because of that. That's my guess. Buying this coin, nope. There's some posts in here on CMC about people like doubling up on their bags of Ben tokens. And I'm just like, really? They're already like 70, 80% down and you're going to buy more? We don't know what's going to happen with this thing. So good luck. I don't support any ERC20 tokens or any BSC tokens. I don't support them unless they have some utility like SHIB with Shibarium. And whether even Shibarium becomes successful, we don't know. But I think there was enough people behind SHIB, a bunch of wealthy people behind SHIB, that SHIB itself, I think, is going to do okay. And I think it's going to go on another run, which is why we even bought some SHIB into this Kriss DCA portfolio, was to be part of that next run for SHIB, if and when it happens. But for Ben Coin, yeah, Christopher, it's like RIP. It could be just people just getting out of it. I mean, that kind of dump you see when people are just getting out of it. Maybe some people were selling to try and buy back in at a lower price if they still believe in it, but we don't know what's going to happen with Ben going forward. So there's that. But if you have any questions about it, do feel free to leave another comment in the chat or comment below if you're watching this on the replay of the video. And I'll do my best to answer how I can. But that's kind of how I feel overall, is like that personal stuff should not have been made public. Yeah, Joshua, what about Pepe, right? Pepe is going through a tough time too, right? Let's see what's going on with old Pepe. Because, I mean, we look at the Pepe chart and you're like, oh man, this is not good. Not good. I mean, here's the last month and it's down from 14 all the way to 8. If we look at all-time Pepe, here's what you see. You see an initial run, profit taking, a second run up higher, and then it bleeds out. Yeah, it had a little bit of run here in June, came up, but it's now back to that, that middle June level, and could even go lower. Because, I mean, a bunch of devs were able to dump a bunch of tokens, cash out millions. That's not good. So yeah, I never bought any of this either. Just don't believe in it. SHIB I bought. Dogecoin, which is a coin, not a token, has its own blockchain. Why some of these articles compare them, I don't know. There was this one about, do I even have that? Talk about that. Is Dogecoin the underdog of the meme coin world? Well, as far as I know, there's only one meme coin and that's Dogecoin. The others are all tokens. They're not coins. They don't have their own blockchain. They're tokens. And so comparing Doge to Pepe and to Sheep, no, there's no comparison. Doge is a coin. These others are tokens. And Pepe doesn't do anything. And especially with devs cashing out, that was probably their only intent in being involved in Pepe in the first place, was to eventually cash out. So there seems to be someone running the Pepe Twitter or X, account that seems to really support Pepe and wants it to actually get a utility and a function of something. But when you get a bunch of bailouts happening, that's not how you're going to grow development in a project. So 3 ex-Pepe team members allegedly took approximately 16 trillion Pepe tokens from Pepe's multi-signature wallet. Not good. Not good. So, yeah. That's about all I can say about that. Christopher asks, what's the lowest you think Doge can go? I would not be surprised to see Doge do a dip down to 5.9. People talking about Bitcoin dropping down to 24, 23K. We could see a Doge dip and hit 5.9 again. Now, the last time it hit 5.9 was not too long ago, and I scooped up some Dogecoin there at that level. That was right here on August 17th. We saw this dip, came down, actually went, I think it was impossible to really buy there at 5.6, but at 5.9, you could have bought some, and that's where I was able to buy some at 5.9. But yeah, this move up, that's what happens when you see this dip and then you see real strong support, buying support coming up. It's like, okay, that's enough. It's like an algo. What we saw today was we saw this dip come down to like 9.2 cents. And people are like, okay, that's good. We're just going to buy it back up. And algo went on a little pump earlier this afternoon. Said, okay, that's good enough. We hit that low. And same with Sheep. We had that with Sheep down here at like 7.8. And then it goes on a little run. But if Bitcoin comes down here to this 25K line and dips below that, yeah, we're definitely going to see Doge at 5.9 cents again. So, yeah. So 5.9, that's what I say, Mr. Cheyenne, 5.9. That dip below 6 cents hits 5.9, and that's when you see all that buying happening again. Because that's what we've seen before. Is that buying that happens and just brings it right back up. So that's what I see for another possible dip that could happen for Doge, would be that. So, hey, Christos, welcome. How much is 16 trillion Pepe? I don't know. I can't do the math on that. I think it's over $1 million. I don't know. Or millions. Too many zeros. I can't do the math on that. Yeah. So Dogecoin exhibits moderate growth, consolidation anticipated amidst market flux. That's what we're doing. We're consolidating. Unfortunately, it's in the low 6s instead of the low 7s. I was pretty happy with Doge just kind of hanging out in the low 7s, but the low 6s is painful. Mixed signals happening through the week, navigating the market. There's some short-term caution. We could see a dip happen, likely consolidation going forward. What does that mean for traders? Swing trading, almost impossible to do. Almost impossible. We know what the long-term prospects are, though. While the immediate future for Doge seems to be marked by consolidation, it's important to keep an eye on its long-term prospects. Cryptocurrencies are notorious for their ability to surprise, and Doge is no exception. So that's what a lot of us are here for. We're just waiting for that to happen. It's just going to be a little while. It's just going to be a little while. So we covered the Doge meme coin thing that I wanted to say. Dogecoin is more than just a meme coin in a dynamic landscape. That is for sure. What this article is basically saying, look, Dogecoin has evolved from its status as a meme coin to take a prominent role in the cryptocurrency industry. Its journey from a playful internet meme to a respected digital currency reflects the power of community, technological evolution, and adaptability. The Dogecoin cryptocurrency is more than just a funny meme. It has gained much recognition due to its association with the Doge meme, but it has also achieved success through other notable accomplishments. That is a great summary there. And that's what we're talking about here. Yes, it's still a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun memes out there on Reddit and on the X app. Family having fun. Us together here as a family having fun too, trying to anyway. Again, it's a bear market. Can't wait for the good times. Then we'll all really be happy. But until then, I know some of you are getting disillusioned. It's just a long slog ahead. I'm just continuing to buy. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, Herbert, when the time comes, it's going to be crazy. That's right. And Christopher, we're buying XRP into our portfolio as well. So we've got 11% XRP. So we've got some good, number of XRP there as well. We're buying that. We're accumulating XRP at the same time. So if XRP takes off, our portfolio has some XRP in it. And we've got some Jasmy too. When Jasmy takes off, yeah, we've got Bitcoin, we've got Algorand, we've got Litecoin, we've got Sheep. So that's a pretty good portfolio. And we're just going to continue to add throughout the rest of August and through September. Those are traditionally bad trading months for cryptocurrency and the markets overall. That has been the history of it. I'm betting that history is going to continue. So we continue to DCA 3 times a week into this. And again, this is what I'm going to be sharing the profits when we eventually sell. So that is what we're doing. Deidre says, too many AI bots, useless cryptos programmed to slowly discredit and dismantle cryptocurrency. It's actually amazing to witness this history. And that is just going to continue. That's just going to continue. Again, the SEC in the United States can only do so much. Cryptocurrency is worldwide. SEC cannot control cryptocurrency. All they can do is control companies in the United States that deal with cryptocurrency, like exchanges or any other private companies that are involved in cryptocurrency in one form or another, like this LA company and their NFTs. The SEC just came down on them. It's going to drive crypto innovation out of the United States, but it's not going to stop cryptocurrency evolution because it's so much bigger than the SEC. So, I feel comfortable that companies like Robinhood and Coinbase have been able to, there's still a lawsuit going on between Coinbase and the SEC, but Brian Armstrong seems pretty convinced that he'll be able to maintain the United States headquarters. He's threatened to take Coinbase overseas, and he may have a team looking into actually doing that. Does the SEC really want to drive out this technological innovation out of the United States? I don't think that's a good move. I don't think that's a good move for the United States to do. So we'll see how that all plays out. So what else we've got going here. We do have the Dogecoin co-creator, that's Billy Marcus, reveals optimal timing for Bitcoin investment. And this is just a fun thing, right? And this is what Billy does. The best time to invest in Bitcoin was 2009. The second best time was 2010. Just Billy having fun. And just like, oh, yeah, right. I mean, this is kind of what Twitter has evolved to now with X and the X content creators getting paid. Billy's always had a sense of humor, though, and that's a good one, right? If you're buying cryptocurrency today, you have no idea what's going to happen in the future. You don't know. History tells us that there's going to be another bull run. It's probably going to start sometime next year, go into the following year. That's the 4-year cycles. We've talked about them before. We'll probably be showing all of those graphs and talking about them again. But there's no guarantee history is actually going to repeat itself. We don't know that. So a lot of us are betting on that. Some of us have a little bigger bags we're holding of cryptocurrency than others. We'll see. I'm betting on it. Now, I'm diversified, right? Between real estate, 401k plan, some stocks. My Tesla stock is up. I believe in Tesla. Got more of that, but I've got some Apple stock. Got some others that are down that I'm hoping come back up. But I've got big crypto bags too. And if crypto's just going to wallow around at this level and go sideways, I mean, I'm up on all of the crypto that I had in the past, but most of the crypto that I bought this year, I'm down on for this year, just because we've kind of been going down. So since February, everything has kind of been down a bit. Some little dips in March and then back up, dip in June, back up, and now we're back down again. That's just how it trades. So we'll see as we go forward. Christopher says, bought at 62 cents. And your average is now down to 9.5. So that's good. That's the way to do it. Just DCAing. And what we've done on our DCA Dogecoin portfolio here, although we are down $100, down 11%, we started buying this at, I've got it over here, at 7.8, 7.7, then bought more at 7.4, 7.3, 7.5, and then at 7, 6.9, 6.8, 6.6, 6.3, 6.2, 7, 6.27, 6.26, which was the last bit that I bought on Saturday, was at 6.265, and that's right here on Coinbase. Yeah. Needed to update this. Oh, well, that's updating. I hate it when it does that. Coinbase doesn't like it if you just sit there and don't do it. But here's that purchase right here. Was Doge limit order buy at 6265 right there. 523 Doge. So have continued to lower the average cost of Dogecoin in this portfolio, and it's down at 7.09 cents now. And the next Doge we buy tonight we'll probably take that average and have that average down at or below 7 cents. And we'll just continue buying. That's what we're doing through the next month. So overall, that is what is going on in Doge land. Again, overall, fighting the bear market. But if any coin has the ability to totally break out on its own while the bear market continues, it could be Dogecoin. So we just continue to accumulate, buying on the dips, buying at regular intervals. That's what I'm doing. Again, not financial advice. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're continuing to buy here. So I hope you all are well. I'll be back on live again Wednesday, 5 o'clock, the same time. Probably do a video tomorrow. Just catch up on some other things that may be going on. We'll see what happens with Ben. I hope he's well. And we'll see what happens with the BitBoy Crypto channel. Whether there's a mass exodus of subscribers or not. I imagine there's going to be quite a few that are going to be dropping out of that thing. We'll see how that all plays out. But this is bear market stuff, guys. Just more bear market stuff as this just continues to go on. So leave a comment below. Always give a like. Appreciate the support. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.